Houston is firing head coach Dana Holgorsen. It's time to take a look at guys who will replace him. This has been a disappointing tenure for the Houston Cougars, one in which they saw a number of underachievements and a coaching staff that simply didn't understand expectations or had lower expectations. So today we'll take a look at 10 guys that can fix that. First, you have to go with Jeff Traylor. The UTSA head coach is one of the hottest commodities in the coaching carousel. And he's not going to get, well, he might get the Texas A&M job, but he is going to be someone that is high on a lot of Texas jobs. I think that he is a familiar face in the Texas football community, someone who is a proven winner at UTSA, and he knows what Houston is all about. He's faced them twice in the last 2 years. He knows probably what they need to fix, what they need to do better. And I think that he would be a great fit for this culture. Sticking in the state of Texas, GJ Kinney at Texas State, a guy who knows what he's doing offensively. He's a great offensive mind, a very smart coach who understands how to utilize the transfer portal, understands how to recruit, and I think that he would bring a lot of excitement and really raise expectations. If anything, he'd be delusionally positive. I think that that's what they need right now because Dana Holgerson just didn't meet expectations. They just did not get to where they wanted to be, and Kinney would raise those expectations. Now, this may not be a Texas fit, but Alex Adkins is exactly what Houston needs. Right now, Houston needs an offensive mind that also coaches the offensive line and can elevate the offensive line. Alex Atkins has done that at Florida State, and that's what Houston needs. They need a different approach at the offensive line. It just wasn't getting the job done with this group, and it hasn't been getting the job done for a few years. Atkins brings that skill set to Houston, and he's going to get a job as a head coach. It's just a matter of who will give it to him. UNLV offensive coordinator Brendan Marion is one of the hotter names in college football in terms of coordinators looking for head coaching positions. And I think that Houston should give him a call. You look at what he did at Texas. He's one of the best recruiters for that program when he was there. Takes an offensive coordinator job at UNLV, and all he does is elevate that group to a new level. You need something in Houston that's going to produce an explosive offense. You need a guy who is going to recruit really well. And I think that Marion gives them that. I think that he is a great coach, a great option. And it would be really fun to see what you can get when you combine him, returning him to the state of Texas and giving him a head coaching position. I like Sean Lewis as another name too. The offense just fits. The offensive mind fits in. And you look at what he did at Kent State, built that program from nothing into something. Now, Houston is not nothing, but they are struggling mightily. This season was unacceptable. The struggles that they had just simply cannot happen again. And a guy like Sean Lewis, who knows how to take the confusion and the struggles and turn it into something great is proven. And I think that he could do the same thing with Houston. Now, going a little bit off kilter here, you look at Jamie Chadwell and what he can do. Now, do I think he's a good fit in the state of Texas? I don't think that he fits in well, but he's a proven winner. He also has an offense that's very unique that could get back to running the football. It would be kind of the opposite of what we saw with Dan Holgerson, but you'd be more competitive, I think. You would have higher expectations, and that's really one thing. I think that Dana Holgerson really rubbed fans the wrong way with his. It seemed like he didn't care. It seemed like he was just there for a paycheck, and that's really what rubbed people the wrong way. Houston wants to win championships, and they need a coach that's going to do the same. Jeff Hafley's a little bit out there, but I really like what he could do for Houston. He's at Boston College right now, so if anything, Houston provides him with a better position, better landing spot, a place where he can win, a place where he can get actual D1 talent. I don't want to call it actual D1 talent, but better D1 talent. He can work with a lot. He doesn't have to move very far outside of the state of, or the city of Houston just to be able to get guys. So he does not have to work as hard as he does at Boston College. Ryan Grubb is one of the hotter names in college football as well. The offensive coordinator for Washington could give Houston, if they want to kind of stick with that air raid sort of approach, you can go with Ryan Grubb and you will find that things will go really well. The offensive coordinator for the Huskies has been really fun to watch. The Washington offense is one of the best in college football, and he could bring that touch to Houston. Now, if you're looking within the Big 12, Matt Campbell is definitely a name to keep an eye on. The work that he's done, kind of similar to Jeff Hafley at Boston College, the work that Matt Campbell has done as Iowa State, it stands out. He knows how to recruit. He knows how to get the right guys in his system, and he's a proven winner. You need a guy who is going to raise expectations. You need a guy who knows how to build a culture. And I think that Matt Campbell fits that description. Finally, Sharon Moore, a guy who's done a lot of good work at Michigan, both as a play caller and as the interim head coach while Jim Harbaugh is suspended. I think he has a great personality. He wants to win. You can see the competitive fire in him. And I think that he would be a great fit. You go a little bit different in terms of the scheme. You're going more of that traditional pro style scheme. But I think that you're building a culture with Jerome Moore that you're going to like. You want to build a culture that wants to win. You want to build a culture that is, if you just watch what Jerome Moore has done with Michigan, creating that atmosphere where your team feels like one, your team wants to win. That's exactly what Houston needs. They need to raise expectations. They need to do better, and they need a guy that's going to take them to the next level.